What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Hair edition of Studio De Jeffrey. It's nice to see you guys. Today we will talk about Stephon Gilmore, who's going to the Carolina Panthers and not the Dallas Cowboys. I know a lot of people are like, hey, why isn't he going to the Cowboys? We should have got Stephon Gilmore. We can walk through that. I'll tell you why I think he's not a Dallas Cowboy and why I do believe they were probably interested in to some extent, but the fact that the Carolina Panthers ended up trading for Stephon Gilmore is a part, I think, of why the Cowboys do not currently have him. So let's just go through what's going on here, right? Stephon Gilmore is a $7 million player this year who is on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform, got a quad deal. So he is not healthy. He was going to have to miss 6 weeks, but he was also unhappy in New England because he wanted a new contract. So maybe he's not as unhealthy as he lets on, but you have to start off skeptical of Stephon Gilmore's health. Part two, Stephon Gilmore was an outstanding football player in the year 2018 and in the year 2019. In the year 2020, he was not, and he got hurt. Now he's a year older. He hadn't played. He hadn't been to camp. This is the last year of a contract. He would like a new contract. But the reports are in Carolina, he's not going to get a new contract. He's going to play this thing out, and we shall see. And then maybe he can get paid next offseason. Then we factor in this. The Dallas Cowboys, according to my numbers, currently have $4.397 million in cap space, a.k.a. not enough money to absorb what is left of Stephon Gilmore's contract, which means here's what the Cowboys would have had to do to get Stephon Gilmore. And I will say the first part of this I would have no problem with. The NFL draft, you can find players in the late rounds, but for the most part, it's more of a 3-round exercise. The vast majority of good NFL players are going to be found in the first 3 rounds. So a single 6th-round pick to trade for a guy who might be a good cornerback for you, that's a no-brainer. That's easy. Then you go to the salary, which for the Cowboys doesn't fit. I can't fit you on my roster with the money, which means what do I have to do? I have to start doing salary cap tricks to, I guess, could you maybe sign him to a fake extension? I heard Gavin Dawson talk about this later. Maybe you could find a way to add void years to his deal where you pay him his money, but you take hits on it later, even though he's not going to be on your team later, and you're taking salary cap hits. So, like, if you had to do that sort of salary cap gymnastics in order to get Stephon Gilmore on your team, this is where the Cowboys and I are out. Am I willing to risk $7 million against the cap and a 6th-round pick on if Stephon Gilmore can help me win a Super Bowl? Absolutely. Am I willing to trade for and then do cap manipulation to intentionally cost myself cap space later for a guy that might be washed, might be hurt, is aging? No. If you had the cap space and you could just trade for him and see what happens, that's cool. I ain't doing extra work for a guy who's been on PUP that was not good a year ago at football. That's too much. You got health questions. He's going to have a big salary. It's just, no. So for the Cowboys, you'll roll with what you have. If you could find a way to add a good cornerback to this roster that works out, that fits, I'm down. I'm down to upgrade this team. I dig what some people are saying about aggressively pursuing an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. I'm down for that. But I'm not down for it when I think the risk outweighs the reward. And with Stephon Gilmore, I think the odds are that he's not a great player anymore. I think that's what the odds are. And so I'm not doing salary cap tricks to get him out there and find out, is he any good? That's a little too much for me. Let's find a different way if you want to upgrade the cornerback room. And nobody wants to hear this. Stephon Gilmore might not be better than Anthony Brown. Maybe not. I heard Broadus talking about this yesterday too. Stephon Gilmore is a follow the receiver guy. That's when he's been at his best. So are you going to have him following the receiver, or are you going to have Trayvon Diggs following the receiver? So you just got all sorts of questions you'd have to work through in order to make Stephon Gilmore on the Cowboys work. I'm totally down for finding veteran players that can help you win because you think this is an opportunity to go win the Super Bowl and doing that. I just want it to be a player that I'm more comfortable that he's still good and that can fit money-wise without having to jeopardize something later. That's what I'm looking for. But you tell me, did the Cowboys F it up? I know a lot of people out there think the Cowboys F'd it up no matter what. So let me know. Leave that in the comments. YouTube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh. Also, let me know what you want to talk about tomorrow as we're getting ready for a broadcast in Deep Ellum today. We'll be at Backyard from 2 to 7 with the G-Bag Nation, myself, Brian Broaddus, Gavin Dawson, Lucius Alexander. They won't let come with us to the backyard because they think he'd have too much fun. So they're going to make him stay in studio. But we'll be down there, and we'd love to see you. Come on down. Be the homie. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I love you. Bye.